Boom, 100 yards. Boom, 2 for 3 on the golf balls. Hey, what's up guys, Rossi here. So we finally got out to the range with this incredible raw Rapid Air Weapons HM1000X chassis gun. This is it. We've got it dialed in. You guys kind of saw what we did in the garage. If you have not, we kind of showed feet per second, showed what it was doing, got it all set up, got a Hawk Sidewinder first focal plane scope on here. It's a 6-24 zoom, so this gun is made for long distance shooting. It's got 20 MOA built in to the Picatinny rail up top. So getting this gun dialed in at 100 was way easier than trying to get it dialed in at 25, to be honest. It's made to shoot long distance. So if you want to sight it in for something shorter, you've got to make some adjustments on your scopes and change things because you have 20 MOA built in. And for a gun like this, that's a laser at 100 yards, 75 yards, 125, 150, it's great. And it makes sighting your scope in a lot better. Having a 24 magnification on this Hawk Sidewinder is great, and the first focal plane makes it that much better. So as I'm moving in and out, it's my reticle that's zooming in as opposed to the target zooming in and out, but the reticle staying the same. It's great, and it's made for long distance shooting. So if you did not get a chance to take a look at our kind of open box intro video to this gun, a quick overview of this gun is it's awesome. Number one, it looks awesome. This is the HM1000 from Raw. All the guts in here that we've seen from those bench rest gun, those competitive shooting guns that are just known for being competition studs. I mean, they are just lasers. I mean, this thing's capable of half-inch groups at 100 yards. Today, it's a windy day. We shall see, but I think it's still going to show up. This is the 25 caliber. It comes in multiple calibers, and as you can see, first and foremost, it's got this kind of tactical M-LOK system, right? It's got it on the sides, it's got it here on the bottom, as you can see here, right there. So you can throw any M-LOK rail system throw a Picatinny rail on the bottom for any kind of bipod system. You can do anything. It's got AR grips, AR stock. You can change those out with anything that you would like. This one comes with some adjustments. This is a button, and it just kind of shoots out, and then you can adjust where you want here for your buttstock. You've got some cheek riser availability here. Over here on the right, it kind of screws up, so it'll go up and down. And again, this is your basic AR tube, so you can put any kind of AR stock you may have, foldable, whatever. You can mess with the hammer spring back here. And the adjustment, let me just show you real quick. I have not, because I don't need to, but it's right here. It's this little hole right in here, and you can make some adjustments for the hammer spring. Based on what I've seen, I don't think you need to, but if you're one of those people that likes to tinker away. That's what the gun's made for. Also, it's got an ambidextrous. You can get it either way. Mine's set up for a right-handed shooter. The side cocking lever, you can get it for a left-handed shooter, so it can be ambidextrous, but you can't just switch this on your own. It's a different setup. And then, of course, you've got your quick connect over here for air. 480cc. This is the upgraded carbon fiber bottle, 480cc, so you get a lot of shots. In 25 caliber, you get up to 50 shots in one shot, and it is regulated, so all your shot string is going to be extremely consistent. That's about it. You got a safety on it like most guns have. It's under here, so you push it forward to shoot, pull it back for safety. It's not automatic, it's manual, so you got to make that adjustment. And obviously huge moderator here. Look at the barrel here. Obviously this is a cover for the barrel, but it is a carbon fiber shroud all the way down, which creates more quiet technology, if you will, to keep it quieter. And then of course you got this huge baffled moderator silencer that you cannot take off, but on the end, that just makes this gun super quiet at 25 caliber. Other than that, we're going to see what it does. We know that this thing is supposed to be great out at distance, so we're just going to start at 100, take a look, shoot a group, see what it does. We're out here in the middle of it's windy everywhere, but whatever. We're going to see what this gun can do, have some fun with them. We're going to try to blow some stuff up. So let's roll, shall we? All right, so real quick, I want to take a look at what I did up front here. So this bottle system, you know, two things. You can get the M-LOK mount here that has like a Picatinny around. I could have put a bipod there. For me, that was a little bit too close. Maybe if I had a really long one. So I went with the bottle clamp over here. This Hawk makes this. And then they have, basically it's a bottle clamp, and then it has what would amount to a swivel mount stud. And then this bipod mounts to that. So this worked out for this gun. This way I can get it really stretched out. This is a long gun, so I'm gonna make sure that my bipod is as far out as I can get it so that I can truly get a good, stable setup here. So, you know, so Hawk bipod, Hawk scope, like I said, Sidewinder, but this is the first focal point, and you're gonna love it. Everything else is basically stock on this gun and how it comes. So, yes, I did throw this giant Hawk sticker on because it was sitting behind me and I wanted something that you could tell what it was. And now I just kind of like it. So I'm gonna stick with it, especially with that long barrel. You get this long moderator, long scope, big old sticker. I think it's hot. I love it. I'm shooting the JSB MK2 heavies. These are 34 grain, 33.95, 34 grain. I'm shooting long distance, so I want something a little bit heavier, so it just carries the velocity downrange. So at 100 yards, I like a little bit heavier pellet because it tends to keep its velocity further downrange. So we've got a target down there at 100 yards. We're good to go at 240 bar. Here we go. Pulled the trigger too early. Too nice of a trigger. There we go. Smiley face. Oh. Man, it is blowing. Sucker's still dialed in though. I like that. Shooter error. Look at this. You know what I mean? When the wind settled, that right there is tight. I'll take it. Big winds, you know, a little all over the place. This was that one stray when I was kind of re-sighting and trying to find something. But I mean, as you can see, been fighting the wind all day. Finally got it in. You saw all the way at the edge of that that scope. But I mean, again, those are lasers. When I was finding, you know, the right wind and the right push. Let's try this Firebird target, old Firebird target. Oh, there we go. Might be that cross right there. Ooh. Oh. All right. Here's what's great though. 100 yards, right? Hitting targets. Paper, right? Big paper target. Move over at 140 yards, and in just a couple shots, found it. And we're hitting what's that? It's a 6-inch steel swinger. So it's a 25 grain pellet, or a 25 caliber pellet, 34 grain. I mean, this thing is, in fact, a laser. It is shooting. It's just a matter of getting it dialed in, and you're kind of seeing me do it as we go right now at those distances. We just have a bunch of targets out there. I just wanted to shoot some long range stuff. Hit it again. Oh, that was a good one. It's right on there somewhere. Two in a row. Man, at 140 yards, that the slightest bit of wind is moving that pellet probably 8 to 24 inches, depending on the gust I'm getting. Man, that wind behind me is crazy. Oh, yeah. This is becoming a tougher and tougher shot. So I had to walk out here. I mean, it's 140 yards out here. Look at this. Look at this. Firebird at 150 140, excuse me, hit and hit. Now the problem with the Firebird is you gotta hit it in the middle for it to go off, or at least in this vicinity. I just caught the edge, so I just didn't have enough to get it. But the fact is, that was 2 hits out of like 8 shots, and you saw how many times I actually hit the steel. Just couldn't get it dead center of this wind at 140. The HM 1000 chassis rifle is a laser beam. All right, let's see if we can knock that golf ball up on the right. Oh! Oh, that's my last pellet. You know what I did? I hit just low and it knocked the golf ball out. So that, I mean, that's, gosh, in the wind, that is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, especially, because there's a lot of wind out here. Let's get those golf balls up. We'll try that one more time. Boom! 100 yard. Boom! 2 for 3 on the golf balls. You gotta love the sucker. I mean, that's at 100 yards. Those are golf balls, 3 shots, like wind's blowing. We're making adjustments here. This gun, I'll tell you, the HM 1000X from Rapid Air, the Rapid Air weapons, the chassis system, this is something you're gonna take up, you're gonna be able to beat up, you're gonna not care if it's dropped or banged around, you're hunting with it, versus if you have that nice HM 1000 with the nice wood stock bench gun, that's something you're gonna take care of. This is something you can take out and get dirty and not feel bad about. Obviously, it gets a job done at 100 yards, and that's what I wanted to really test. What did it do at 100 yards? We saw with the wind, but you could tell where those pellets are being shifted by the wind, but this thing still is a laser, good glass on it with this Hawk Sidewinder scope, and the fact that that first focal plane, seeing that kind of move in and out, which is pretty impressive. And for, again, I gotta tell you, I'm not a big long distance shooter. 100 yards, 150 yards with a pellet gun. You know, I tried to hit that Firebird, but I hit that swinging steel multiple times. Maybe I hit the Firebird, maybe I didn't, but that's a tough shot. And the fact that just hitting that steel that's like this big at 140, I'll take it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like the videos, comment below. I'm sure you guys have videos and you have pics of yourself with this gun doing better. Show them to me. Show me how much better you are of a shooter than I am, because I know you're out there and I'm okay with it. I appreciate it and I support you. Guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time right here on American Air Gunner.